be that it's allowed me to create some of the most amazing, lasting, and true relationships through shared experiences of exploring different game worlds all through Xbox Live. I've made so many friends and built a community with people who share my love or frustration with various games on this platform. And it's allowed me to build these relationships in ways where I feel safe and on a platform that I enjoy doing it. And it lets me continue to explore that and build on that year after year after year.
This launch moment means a lot to me, as it'll be the first Xbox launch in years where I'll be celebrating alongside my brothers from day one with the new next-gen console in hand.
Gaming has been such a positive force in my life because it's brought me so many great friends, of whom I met online and are now some of my closest friends that I keep very near and dear to me. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that because it might be hard for us to open up and blossom and meet friends in our own lives, but online we bond with people so much easier and we make lifelong friends off of it.
As a player, this launch means connecting with my friends, my family, and all of you, Team Xbox, as we embark on those epic journeys on the Sea of Thieves, or as Spartans. As a professional in support, shoutouts to CSS CXT and Flight, this launch means being present for our players when they stumble to patch them up for another round.
For me, this launch moment means spending more time together with my family and playing the games we love.
Ciao a tutti amici di Xbox, sono Davide Premuselli, vengo da Milano e ormai per tanti anni che gioco per passione. Non vedo l'ora di poter toccare con mano la nuova generazione di console e per questo voglio augurare un buon lancio a tutto il team Xbox e a tutta la community di giocatori che mi è stata vicina e che si è creata nel corso dell'ultima generazione. In bocca al lupo e ci vediamo online.
So what does this launch mean to me? It means accessibility. Why do I say that? Simply because the next generation of Xbox Series X and Series S will be coming with one of the best hardware supporting 120 FPS of gaming at a very low price. And that will make sure that a lot of non-gamers will have access to one of the best hardware for gaming in the market. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking really forward to getting my hands on the Xbox Series X that I have pre-ordered. The brand means a lot to me, takes me way back to the original Xbox, which was the first console I bought with my own money, having LAN parties with my buddies, playing Halo all night on the weekends in high school, to the 360, which was the first console I had pre-ordered, to the One, and now here to the Series X, which I'm very excited to get my hands on and try out some of the great games that are in the pipes.
Espero con muchas ansias el lanzamiento de la consola de la próxima generación y compartir mis memorias con todos los juegos de Xbox. Un saludo.
With all the things that you guys are doing, all the great things from Game Pass to the Series X to the Series S to the Bethesda deal, we're so excited. The community is so excited for everything we're doing. We love the direction you're on, and we can't wait to see what the next generation has in store for the rest of us. Keep up the great work. We love you guys.
What does gaming mean to me personally? Gaming has been the best way to connect with family and friends, to distress, to relax, to look at the world and get excited. It's highly motivating for me. I am super excited for the release of the next-gen Xbox Series X, and I cannot wait to get mine.
I hope to be able to acquire the new generation, because the platform helps me in many things.
For me, gaming is a force for good in my life because it brings people together from all over the world, regardless of their background. It gives them a place to escape to, where they can laugh, cry, and make new memories with their friends and families.
I am a loyal Xbox fan. I've been playing Xbox all my life. I've been playing games all my life. This new next-gen system is something I've been waiting for, especially with 2020. It's like, we need this. This is something that we need, and I can't wait to play it. And I can't wait to, I feel like a little kid again.
For me, this moment means a lot of proud to work in the Xbox team here in Europe, so can't wait to play with you.
What does gaming mean to me personally? Well, gaming means community, friends, connecting with others online. It's where I've met most of my friends actually in this current generation of gaming, since gaming can be with anyone from anywhere.
For me, gaming is a force of good in my life because it connects me with friends from all over the world. I've been playing games with my friends almost every single day, and it's made me feel so much closer because we chat so often. It's something that I don't think would have happened if we don't play games with each other, so I'm super thankful that gaming is what brings us together.
For me, gaming means two things. The first is community, and that's one place where I think Xbox does a great job. It's a great place to meet friends in the way that Microsoft brings together the console, the services, the accessories. It all just feels like a cohesive whole, and I feel it's a great place to meet people. And the second for me is flow, something you normally hear about in the workplace, in meditation, but not necessarily gaming. But I find that multiplayer and single player gaming brings me a single focus, and it can be very calming to the mind.
¿Qué tal, amigos de Xbox? Mi nombre es Heriberto Flores, es un gusto para mí poderlos saludar. Estamos aquí a la espera del lanzamiento de la nueva consola Xbox Series X. Estamos muy emocionados por ver qué es lo que nos va a ofrecer esta consola. En este tiempo o en estas generaciones pasadas de Xbox he conocido demasiados mundos gracias a todos los juegos, me he divertido muchísimo y me encantaría poder aprovechar esta nueva consola, ver su retrocompatibilidad y ver qué es lo que nos preparan los nuevos juegos para disfrutarlos. Estoy ansioso de este lanzamiento y espero junto con todos nuestros usuarios de Xbox que sea lo máximo.
Gaming's been a big part of my life. I've been playing from the Sega Genesis up to now. I have two boys. I got a 10-year-old named Adam Jr. I got an 8-year-old, his name's Dante, and I got them into gaming, and it's been a big thing for us to spend time. And we can't wait for the next consoles. We're excited for what's gonna come through our way, all the action adventures. Thank you guys so much.
Gaming has helped me hone my troubleshooting abilities. If it weren't for video games, I wouldn't think twice about stepping back and retracing my steps or thinking through what the process is to get from point A to point B. It's become second nature now, thanks to video gaming.
What gaming means to me personally goes far beyond a pastime. It's my escape from my day-to-day routine. It's where I can just go de-stress, hang out, and just have a good time with my friends and my community.
Gaming is many things to me. It's a fun pastime and a hobby, a good way to spend time with friends and of course making more friends along with your gaming journey. Gaming can be a very good force for good. When you are in the right place, being in the right community, meet or play with the right people. As for me, gaming helped me to be a better person with continuously helping gamers and contribute to Xbox Ambassadors community. This launch point means a new world of gaming and limited possibilities for me.
What gaming means to me is after a long day of work, being apart from my wife, getting together that night and sitting down, logging on to our Xboxes and playing some games and relaxing. There's nothing better.
Xbox means a lot to me as it's been a major part of my whole life. I discovered my passion of gaming through Xbox and it has become my main hobby. Thanks to Xbox and the Ambassadors program, I feel like I'm part of a real community. I met some of my best friends that I still play with and talk to this day through achievement hunting sessions. Xbox also helped me spend more time with my dad as we still play games like Halo and Gears and Split Screen together.
Gaming means everything to me. I started when the first Xbox came out, and it's just something about it, like when I'm having a bad day, I get on video games and it makes me calm down. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me just have a good time of gaming. So I love it. Thank you so much for everything. Xbox, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Gaming for me is a type of art in which I can travel through different worlds, and when I can read and watch some interesting stories, and it helps sometimes.
Gaming is a tool where you can expand and explore your imagination, but also it's a type of language that everyone can learn and everyone can understand, actually without speaking the same language.
To me, gaming means a lot. For some, maybe it's just a hobby or a lifestyle, but for me, it's just my everything, so I couldn't live without gaming.
What Xbox means to me is the Halo night every night with the guys, and making new memories with my son.
What does gaming mean to me? Well, it's everything. It's let me explore new worlds that I could only fathom in my imagination, and it's let me game across the globe with my friends.
For me, gaming is a force of good in my life because of the infinite possibilities to experience what's never been experienced before, to connect with others, and to express yourself.
When you talk about gaming being a force for good, I mean, gaming has really definitely helped me in so many ways. There was a time I was going through darkness, really dark time in my life, and being able to turn on the Xbox 360 at the time, it really helped me get away from the world that was creating the depression that I was living in. And thanks to Xbox, I was able to beat depression, be able to overcome all of that. So just being able to have that, I say that is the best force for good the gaming such as the Xbox has created for me.
For me, gaming is a force of good in my life because it helps keep me connected to my friends. Especially nowadays when we can't hang out like we used to. It's great to be able to hop on some Dark Souls co-op or a Destiny raid or stream whatever weird puzzle game I'm currently playing. I think it helps push back that feeling of isolation that a lot of us are feeling right now, and I think that's really important.
For me, gaming is a force of good in my life because it inspires me to break boundaries. When I was growing up, I played a lot of Halo. I loved Halo. It's my favorite game because of characters like Catherine Halsey and Kelly087 and Miranda Keyes, who are these super cool women who look like me and were breaking boundaries left and right in this fictional first-person shooter video game universe. It inspired me to break my own boundaries in the field of engineering and to pursue a career in gaming at Microsoft.
I use video games to teach science and talk about conservation. And I use my Xbox One to do all of this. Keeping doing this amazing job, I hope to explore all the potentialities of the next generation soon. The future is now, and well, this is the only planet where we have video games.
Well, it's the quality time that we spend with friends and family, even those that we've met online, doing what we all enjoy.
I've met a lot of incredible people since I began gaming. I began gaming when I was 4, started playing on the NES and bumped all the way up to where I am now. Mostly play on my Xbox One X, and it has been an amazing ride ever since. I play with incredible people that make me laugh constantly, and we're immersed in the world that we're in, and we always get lost in them, besides all the other friends I've ever met because of gaming.
Gaming has helped me build a sense of community because I've been able to meet so many great people, sighted players and gamers without sight alike, who have been with me on so many great journeys. So Forza, Gears, Halo, streaming in general, so many things I've been able to do because of that sense of community that gaming empowers you to build.
As we approach a new console generation, I get to thinking about how many years I've been gaming since the Commodore 64 days, through Atari and Nintendo and Xbox and Xbox Series X coming up. I'm reminded at how many amazing friends I've made through gaming and how gaming has been such a positive influence in my life. I hope it's been the same for you. Cheers.
I feel like community was redefined for me once I got heavily involved in gaming, from connecting with my fellow fans and connecting with the developers. I feel like it helped bridge the gap between the developers and the fans, and just understanding that we're all honestly like-minded folks. Some a little bit more passionate than others, but it was nice to see how similar we are and actually being able to interact with both sides.
For me, gaming and community have always gone together. Some of my best memories growing up were playing video games at a friend's house, some couch co-op or competitive gaming with each other, then eventually online gaming with friends everywhere. I've moved quite a lot as I've gotten older, and so a way to stay in touch with some of those folks has been through gaming. I'm excited to see the different ways that community is growing and expanding between Let's Plays and forums and getting to game with more and more people across different platforms. It's awesome to get to be a part of that community and watch it grow even more.
As a mother of a 7-year-old boy, I never feel he has such a strong desire that he needs to engage, socialize, and play with his friends, especially during this pandemic period. This is not what I as parents can give him, but gaming can. More importantly, gaming on a safe platform with a number of safety supporting tools gave me such a peace of mind as a parent.
I want to thank the Xbox team for the marvelous work they are doing. As Xcloud founder member, I have to say this is marvelous. And special thanks to Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil, thank you for all the good work you are doing for the gamers and for the Xbox community.
With the friends that I've been able to make with Xbox and the friends that I've been able to make through the online communities that I've been able to be a part of, it's just enriched my life so much that I don't know what I would do if I didn't have the connections that I have now. Thanks to thanks to gaming and thanks to online communities and, consequently, thanks to Xbox.
Gaming is a core part of my life. Some people don't get it, but gaming is a gateway for whole new worlds and adventures to form part of. That's what got me in love with gaming industry.
I've been gaming on Xbox since the original Xbox, over a decade now, and I've got friends from all over the world. I'm in Canada, but I have friends in the States and various different states across Europe. It's been a great time to build community.
For me, gaming is a force for good in my life because while staying at home during quarantine, it's allowed me to go explore new worlds beyond the walls of my home and still keep up with my friends and family.
Because it allows me to escape and enjoy life, especially in the world we're living in, and I can do it in the safety of my own home and be with the ones I love.
Gaming is a force for good in my life because it constantly challenges me to think about problem solving in new and unique ways and exposes me to different ideas and ways to perceive the world.
I'd like to thank everybody, the team behind Xbox, Phil Spencer, for over a decade of fun and pure joy I've experienced. Looking forward to the future and what's to come. Thank you for all your hard work.
Man, what an incredible time to be a gamer. We're getting the Xbox Series launch. We also have Game Pass having amazing additions added to it. And then we have EA Play coming to Game Pass as well. Man, I'm so excited to be an Xbox gamer, and I can't wait to get the controller in my hand and be able to push that button on and then hear that, whatever the sound is. I can't make it perfectly. But man, thank you guys so much for creating an experience that I can share with my friends, share with my family. And guys, thank you guys for being Xbox, and thank you guys for everything you do. We appreciate you.
Gaming as a community is awesome nowadays. You meet people, you create families, things in common. It's awesome. You make friendships now more easier than ever. Microsoft here has created a beautiful thing, and we're excited for the new launch of the new console.
Gaming has been an enormous force for good in my life, not just by being able to play my favorite titles and share them with people all across the world, but being able to help donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to charities all across this globe by being able to build communities, bring people together, and enjoy our favorite games.
Gaming has empowered me. has empowered me because through Halo, I have learned a very valuable skill of problem solving.
How has gaming empowered me? I think that gaming has primarily empowered me to see people for who they really are. Because you don't see the person behind the controller, you don't see how they look, you don't see what they're wearing and all that. So you just go off personality.
Pour moi, les jeux vidéo sont un moyen de s'évader et de penser à autre chose, mais surtout de découvrir des univers incroyables, des expériences inédites en coop ou en multijoueur, mais surtout de s'amuser, c'est le plus important.
See a little bit about how gaming has empowered me. Even just through streaming, gaming has given me a lot of self-confidence. It's helped me with public speaking, and it's given me a voice. And by that, I mean I've been able to help with charities. I've been able to inspire other people to start streaming, to do something with their life. I've been able to help people boost their own self-confidence. And for me, that's empowering. Having a voice to create change in the world means everything to me. And the fact that I am able to do that through gaming just shows how powerful gaming is.
Gaming has created a sense of community for me because I live in Minnesota, and being in a wheelchair, I'm trapped indoors 7 months out of the year because of the snow. And so gaming for me is my link to the outside world, my social life, and it's where I meet all my friends.
So when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I had an opportunity to be a leader of a guild. And it kind of fell onto me, but what it actually helped me to do was to lead teams, even remotely, because we were spread out all throughout the US. So what ended up happening is I eventually became a project manager. So it really kind of like helped me in my career, like over in the future, like professionally. So gaming's been awesome for me.
I've been an Xbox fan since then. Used to game on PC, but then moved to the console platform for price and convenience, and I was just so happy with the choice I made, and I've been an Xbox fan since then. It's been really awesome.
My most powerful memory related to gaming has got to be going to E3. The different Xbox pressers to FanFest, it's just been amazing experiences. But I gotta say, the most breathtaking has been the Forza Horizon 4 reveal. The way they did the season changes, from the hot to cold to the falling leaves, it was just epic.
My most powerful gaming memory has to be my first ever gaming convention. And I think it was Milan Games Week 2013 in Italy. And it was there that I got to meet for the first time some of my friends that I've been playing online with. And to be honest, some of my friends kinda means hundreds of people. And yeah, it was a bit overwhelming, but it's such an heartwarming experience that it will always keep close to my heart. And yeah, it was there that I realized that there is much more in gaming than just playing.
What is my most powerful memory related to gaming? I would have to say that's about 15 years ago when I moved across the country. I didn't have any friends or family out this way, and gaming allowed me to reconnect with my best friend from back home. And playing games with him online reminded me of when we were kids and we would sit in his living room playing games together. How has gaming allowed me to build a sense of community? I would say that gaming allows me to meet and interact with people from around the world, people I may have never met before. And it allows us to come together for a common goal and work together to achieve that goal. It allows us to build friendships and some long-lasting memories.
I have many great memories of gaming, but let me talk about Xbox achievements. I started casually playing without any goals back in 2005. However, I eventually reached #1 gamer score in my country of Korea. I went even further to become #1 in all of Asia. The sense of accomplishment reaching those milestones were amazing, and I'll never forget that.
My most powerful game memory is the first time I'm beating a video game in my life, which was Ori and the Blind Forest. I was 5 years old and my little hands couldn't reach the whole Xbox controller, so my dad would sit behind me and hold the Xbox controller while I would only push the X button and he would do all the rest. This means a lot to me because I love playing video games, especially with my dad.
My most precious memory of gaming is when me and my cousins after school would get picked up by our uncle, go home, do our homework, eat, then just play games for hours on end every night, then repeat the same process for the rest of the week and even the weekend.
My favorite moment on Xbox has to be playing the original Xbox, Halo 2 LAN parties with a bunch of my friends.
but I had the upper hand because I had Xbox Live and no one else did at that time. So I knew a couple tips and tricks and something called the new combo. I appreciate you guys. Keep up the great work. Can't wait to see what the Xbox team has next. Peace.
The most memorable gaming moment for me was when Fable 2 came out and me and my family had moved. The first thing that I did when I moved in my new room was to power up my Xbox and play Fable 2. And because I had played Fable 1, I saw that everything was new in Albion, in the world. And I shared that moment because everything was new for me then.
My greatest gaming memory is how I acquired my first Xbox, the original. It was December 26, 2001 when I received that console. That's after my parents failed to get me one on Christmas. I went to my great-grandmother's house on foot. She recently passed just this past August at 95 years of age. She immediately called my parents, explained to them how I was feeling, and they went and got me one the next day. She's the sweetest person in the world, and you guys make the greatest gaming systems in the world. Thanks, guys.
I want all the kids in the world to have an opportunity to play Xbox games from whatever devices they can afford and own.
I remember the Halo 3 midnight launch. It's cold here in November, so my brother, my future wife, and I got all bundled up, put an Xbox, an inverter, and a TV in the back of the truck, backed it up in front of EV Games around 5 p.m. and played through Halo 2 while the people in line cheered us on.
One of the first memories I have in my life, period, is the opening cinematic to Panzer Dragoon on the Sega Saturn. It was the coolest thing I ever saw at the time, and I just became engrossed with the concept of playing video games and getting lost in immersive worlds.
My favorite gaming memory is playing Halo Master Chief Collection on Xbox One. That was terrific. And I want to say thank you very much, Phil, Larry, Aaron, everyone, for building up this amazing community. And I cannot wait to play Xbox Series X on November.
Playing the original Xbox console, popping in Halo, it was literally a life-changing experience for me. I think it was for a lot of people.
For me, this next generation of consoles, whether you're someone who picks up, PlayStation or an Xbox, a PC, getting new parts, or all of the above, is a huge deal because there's even more boundaries being broken down between gamers. Crossplay is becoming more common. Cross-save is incredibly common in the industry. So it's really just about uniting gamers in general.
Gaming's had a huge impact on my life. Not only have I made lifelong friends around the globe because of games, and I may or may not have had Arbiter and the Master Chief as cake toppers at my wedding, gaming is also the reason that I pursued and achieved my doctorate. I've studied video games for over a decade, and as a clinical psychologist, I use them all the time in my practice. Games are a way that we connect with others and how they meet fundamental needs that we have as humans. And so using games allows me to understand where my clients are and where they want to be.
I wanted to share that this generation of Xbox is very important to me because in 2013, when the Xbox One first came out, my girlfriend and I started dating, and like a week before the launching of the Xbox One. And on this year, we are getting married a week after the launch of the Xbox Series X and Series S. So as you can imagine, this is very important for me because this is the closing of an era for me and the beginning of a greater era for me. And I can't wait to have the Xbox Series X in my hands so I can play some games as Gears 5, Gears Tactics, playing Forza Horizon 4, and especially playing Hellblade 2.
Gaming means the world to me. The fact I can still play with my friends who are across the other side of the world, we can still enjoy playing multiplayer every day on Xbox Live is absolutely awesome.
For me, gaming is a force for good in my life because it helps me stay connected with my friends around the world. Even though we might live in different time zones, you know that when the weekend rolls around, we are squatting up.
Gaming has been a force for good in my life by giving me the opportunity to show people how diverse a body of gamers can be. I think representation and visibility is hugely important so that we know that not all gamers are the same. It's also been great for giving me the opportunity to run charity campaigns and raise money for amazing groups that want to do good in the world. Gamers can come together to do some amazing things.
Last year, I was attending my first E3, so of course I wanted to go to Xbox Fan Fest, though I didn't get picked. But through the generosity of a community member that I didn't even know, by the name of Gotham Guy, he made me his +1, and I was able to go to Xbox Fan Fest, one of the best events of my gaming life.
For me, gaming on Xbox has provided a sense of community because it provided a safe and inclusive place for me to get on and play games like Halo and find a friendly community of people on Xbox Live when I had moved to the United States but did not have a lot of cultural touchstones to relate with those around me. And I'm grateful for that sense of community that Xbox provided.
I got into the Xbox world, well, that's thanks to my uncle. When I was a kid, I used to visit his house often, and he was playing Rainbow Six 3 online. Well, whenever I had the chance to play the game, I was so hooked on it that I asked my parents, Mom, Dad, can I get please an Xbox? And they were first doubtful, and a couple weeks later they surprised me with an Xbox and Rainbow Six 3.
The most powerful memory that I have related to gaming is having the opportunity to get to go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and get to hang out with the kids that are recovering from cancer and be able to sit on a couch with them and play their favorite video game and just watch their face light up. And it really comes to show that even in the darkest of days, video games can put a smile on your face, and I think that'll always stick with me forever.
Gaming has really empowered me as a former Mixer partner of understanding that there's so much culture in gaming that really wasn't exposed before. It's really empowered me to start seeking out better ways of having a cultural connection with somebody who doesn't even share the same culture. You know, it's all about learning about different cultures and learning about other people all together. So it's really empowered me to just want to explore the world by ways of meeting new people.
My most powerful memories related to gaming always include having spent time with my friends or family, whether it's sitting in front of the TV and beating Metroid, or going to the mall and to the arcade to play Street Fighter 2 with my friends, or camping out overnight waiting for the launch of the next console. It's with people.
So to all the big dreamers out there, remember, no matter who you are, where you come from, you can do it. So keep creating, keep playing, and power your dreams.
We see a future where you are at the center of your gaming experience.
Watch how we do this. No, you can't stop it.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
Watch how we do this. No, you can't stop it. We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form.
Game Pass members can play over 100 titles.
Every Xbox Game Studios title will premiere in Game Pass day one.
We are giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
This is about giving you more choices, giving you more ways to play.
The games you want, on the devices you want, with the people you want.
Gamers are really at the heart of everything we do at Xbox. We are building this for you.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
What this console launch means to me is that I'm going to be able to enjoy these incredible games the way they were meant to be enjoyed.
It feels like everything's been coming full circle after nearly 20 years of incredible gaming memories on Xbox.
This launch moment is a culmination of 5 years of innovation in the accessibility space for me.
This generation of consoles is by far the best that I've ever seen, and it's completely out of this world.
I think it's really, really, really cool.
This generation is about giving you the tools to be what you want to be.
Being able to play games at 120 FPS is going to be awesome.
It gives the opportunity to create excitement in so many different ways to capture the sense of community and togetherness of gamers around the world.
Every single time that I have seen that next system come out or that next great game with awesome graphics, it reminds me of where we've come from.
For me, this launch moment means that more people than ever will be able to jump into the next generation of Xbox.
I know that I'm going to be making even more memories with even more friends, and I cannot be more excited.
Whatever your preference, whatever your choice, get out there, go play.
All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to the Xbox launch celebration live stream. My name's Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson. I will be your host today, along with Kate, Malik, Kat, Jeff, Tifa, and many other Team Xbox members from around the world. We will also be joined by hundreds of our Xbox FanFest fans. See them up there? We are coming to you live from Studio D on the Microsoft campus here in Redmond, Washington, right outside Seattle. Now, this building that so many members of Team Xbox ordinarily work in but today the circumstances are a little bit different, so they're not coming in and out. But there have been many great memories, ideas, and games that have come from this very location. And since we all can't be together in person this year, we thought it would be fitting to bring you the stream right here from the center of the action in the atrium.
Fitting indeed, Larry. Now today, it's not about big news and reveals, it's about playing games. And that's what we're going to be doing all day on this stream. Plus, we've got a few surprises and fun, different aspects you're not going to want to miss. So we hope you're also playing games at home today with us as well, as we'll be playing right alongside you. So whether you're watching us on your primary screen, a second screen, your mobile device, we're just thankful and grateful you're joining us here today.
I'll tell you what I'm grateful for, Kate.
Yeah.
This is my third console launch. I was around when we launched the Xbox 360, the Xbox One. Last year, we unveiled the Xbox Series X, the world's most powerful console. This year, we introduced the smallest next-generation console, the Xbox Series S. And today, people around the world are finally experiencing the future of gaming for themselves. All right.
I'll clap to that.
I agree. Now, for the next 5+ hours, we'll be on the stream celebrating the launch of next generation of gaming with developers, publishers, celebrities, and of course, fans. We've got a great stream plan playing Watch Dogs Legions, Forza Horizon 4, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny 2, Tetris Effect Connected, and more.
So let's jump in with a new next-gen title from Xbox Game Studios that gives you a top-down perspective and, of course, the opportunity to save every human on the planet. This is Gears Tactics.
Just like we planned it.
Good work, Jack.
Join the party.
Well, if you insist. Summon the beast.
Holy
we're done here.
I'm so excited to be here today. PC gamers have been playing this critically acclaimed game since earlier this year. But if you prefer console and haven't had a chance to play it yet, today is your lucky day as it launches on all Xbox consoles.
And you are lucky because this is a great game. But what I think you might want to know, how does a turn-based strategy game made from the ground up on PC make that move from mouse and keyboard to, I will take apart the set here, to the Xbox controller? And here to tell us more, joining us live from Vancouver up in Canada, Tyler Beelman, the Publishing Design Director up at the Coalition. Happy launch day, Tyler.